So now I just give a quick little knock, and it's just, honestly, it's often like not even a 5 minute chat at the door.
Yeah.
Leave your car door open so that they know you're leaving, right? Yeah, it's good, and you feel good about it.
Hi, I'm Maud Leger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, and innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Lisa Hamilton from LePage. Lisa grew her business through two main keys: consistency in lead generating and mindset shifts, getting more leads from growing and nurturing her database, as well as personal growth to shift her limiting beliefs. Let's get to my chat with Lisa. Hi Lisa, thanks for joining us on the episode today. Tell us, what is the key to your success?
Hi Maud, thank you so much for having me today. The key to my success is probably consistency.
Nice.
I am very consistent in maintaining a relational approach to my business.
Nice.
My clients never have to wonder where I am because I'm always staying in touch with them.
That's very cool. So keeping in touch with your client, kind of like how you stand out to them. How do you keep in touch with them? What do you do?
So I call them. I provide them. I try to provide value to them. So I call them with mini CMAs. If I saw something on Facebook or social, I always look them up before I call them, see what's going on in their life. And I might call them and ask them, how was Susie's dance recital, or, stuff like that. I write a lot of personal notes.
Nice.
And if I'm in the area showing a house, I always have stuff in my vehicle, like little soaps or whatever, and I'll drop it off and say, hey, I was just in the neighborhood, and do a 5-minute door chat. I do events. I'm always inviting them to events, skating parties, pie parties. Right now I'm planning a breakfast with Santa.
Love it.
Yeah. So that's how I stay in touch. They're more like a family than anything, right? So.
Yeah. A lot of agents get overwhelmed with having to nurture the database. For you, it's a skill. You just do it. It's natural.
Well, yeah, when I first started it, I felt like I was bothering people.
Yeah.
But you quickly come to realize that when you're genuinely interested in them, it's not a bother.
Yeah.
They look forward to hearing from me. I do up cute little tags that go on the pop buys that I drop off, and they're always like, "Oh my God, where do you come up with these ideas?" And yeah, so it's good. It's fun.
Yeah. And then how do you keep yourself accountable to continue or to do it every day? How do you?
Yeah, that's a good one. So I tried to do it by myself for the longest time, and you can't. Everybody needs accountability.
Yeah.
So I've had a coach. I have a progress partner. We meet every 2 weeks on phone or Zoom call. Before COVID, we were meeting in person, and we will likely get back to that. But we set goals, and every 2 weeks we have to meet these goals, just one or two.
Yeah.
And if we don't, we have to pay a fine, and that fine is make a charitable donation to a charity you don't necessarily believe in.
Oh, that's even better. Instead of a charity you believe in, then you'd be, oh, that's fine. I'll just pay.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So it really encourages you to get your goals done.
That is fantastic. I've never heard of that one. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then, so I guess too, how much time, because you only get business from referrals, that's your main source. So
100%.
how much time would you spend on a daily or weekly basis nurturing your database to get those referrals?
Well, that's my job. That's lead generation. So I spend most of my time doing that.
Okay.
I would say easily 25 to 30 hours a week
Wow.
just on lead gen. Like, but I love it. It's, because it's not always just phone calls or, I might pack my car up and literally make it about Popeyes,
Yeah,
right? So yeah, so
that's
it's
amazing.
always something different. Yeah.
That's very cool. What would you say to realtors who are like overwhelmed, don't want to do it, like don't know where to start? What's your advice to them?
Get out of your own way.
Yeah.
Seriously, get out of your own way because it's, again, I had that mindset that I was imposing on people.
Hmm.
You're not, they love it. At first I started by, I would just leave it on their doorstep
Yeah.
and run away. And then I got into, then I started leaving it and taking a picture and texting them. And then they would answer and they'd say, why didn't you knock? I was here, I wanted to see you, I haven't seen you. So now I just give a quick little knock, and it's just honestly, it's often like not even a 5 minute chat at the door.
Yeah.
Leave your car door open so that they know you
You're leaving.
know, you're leaving, right? Yeah, it's good. And you feel good about it. It's I love this way of working.
Yeah.
It's everybody's happy to see you.
Yeah. And then I guess now other question would be, how did you build your database? Because you've been a realtor since 2009 to today.
Yeah.
How did you
Yes.
build that so that you can only focus on that?
Yeah. So I started uh, just with my sphere, just with everybody I knew. I wrote down everybody I knew. And
Right.
then I started looking, and that included businesses, that you can help along the way, because that's a big part of my business as well, is B2Bs, business to business, and bringing those people together.
Right.
Um, Trying to be the catalyst to be the person that everybody comes to, right? So I just started with my own sphere, and then it gradually grew from there. And then when I'm doing events, I tell my people, if you know anybody, who could use my services or benefit from the information I share with you, bring them along,
Yeah.
and that kind of grows your database too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Nurturing. It's like planting
Mhm.
seeds, nurturing, and then it grows.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
Very cool. You talk about business coach and a performance partner. What's your definition of self growth for you?
Self growth. Keeping a growth mindset is very important. And I didn't learn that until maybe 10 years ago.
Nice.
I was just going through life and,
Yeah.
handle whatever it threw at me. But I've been on this personal growth journey. Yeah, just continuing. I have an acronym, it's ABL, always be learning. I have that in my head, right? So I'm always looking to learn. Everything I read is about personal growth. I have a load of books behind me here, and it's all, personal growth and, how to be a better person and how to help other people. And it's, yeah. So, and I read a lot of the Zig Ziglars and the Jim
Oh,
Rohns, and I follow a lot of that stuff.
yeah. That's very cool. What would be your number one or two books that you recommend to realtors?
The Science of Getting Rich.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a small book. It's a mindset book. It's about, yeah, changing your mindset and how you approach things. And the other book would probably be Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah, these are very cool. What kind of mindset shift have you had to do in your business to be the realtor you are today?
To be able to pivot, to be able to change, welcome change, don't be afraid of it,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
And then what motivates you now that you've been doing that for a long time? What gets you up in the morning?
What gets me up? Well, I'm a morning person anyway.
Yes.
Um, I start my morning before my feet even hit the ground with gratitude. Gratitude. Um, I do some yoga stretches, set my intention for the day, and take my dog for a walk. I live by the lake, so we walk to the lake every day.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then I'm refreshed and ready to, hit my desk. And yeah, what keeps me motivated is probably knowing right now, knowing that the world's opening up again.
Yeah.
I'm a big traveler,
Nice.
so I don't even want to call this my job because I love it so much, but my job allows me my passion of traveling. So that's my motivation.
It goes hand in hand, right? If you're
Yeah,
passionate about what you do, you'll have the freedom and the free time to
yeah,
do all your other passions.
yeah, yeah. It's all about balancing everything.
Hmm.
I don't need to be the big and the best and have thousands and thousands of clients. I just want to have a nice, comfortable life
Yeah.
and live it,
Yeah.
travel, see the world, right?
Yeah.
So
I see
yeah.
the map behind you too. It's so like
Yeah,
it's
there's pins in it everywhere I've been. Yeah.
nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
What would be 3 actions you would tell any realtors that they should be doing? 3 main key actions for every realtor.
Yes, you should be contacting your clients on a regular basis, communicating with them. It's huge.
Yeah,
You should be goal setting.
love it.
Absolutely. Goal setting. And you should be working on yourself.
Mm.
I love Jim Rohn's saying is when you work harder on yourself than you do on your job, you go from making a living to making a fortune.
I
And
love.
I keep that in my head all the time.
Yes, that's so great. That's very cool. Nice.
Mhm.
And what are you excited about in the industry now that things are changing, shifting? What's exciting for you?
I love that things are changing because change is growth.
Yes.
Um, it can be a little scary, but again, you have to get out of your own way, and it just provides new opportunities to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I welcome all the different types of real estate sales that are out there.
Yeah.
People talk about these disruptors coming in; they get all up in arms. I don't worry about that kind. I just do me.
Yeah.
I just focus on doing what my clients have hired me to do. And I don't worry about what anybody else is doing. But if I can learn from them and take some tips and kind of make it fit to what I'm doing, then I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so great. Great mindset. Again, it goes back to mindset.
It
How do
does.
you see
It does.
the world?
Yeah, absolutely. No sense worrying about, what you can't control.
Exactly. Very cool. And I guess where do we find you? How do we contact you? Where do we find you to find more about you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook at Lisa Loves Referrals or on Instagram at lisahamilton.realtor. And I just set up my YouTube handle today, also at lisahamilton.realtor.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing all of that. That will be so inspiring for realtors to think about tips and tricks for database and mindset growth. I think these are 2 very important pieces.
Oh, thank you, Maud. I hope so. And again, I appreciate you inviting me to share this interview with you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it.